The Echo of Betrayal. I never believed in revenge until it consumed me, until I understood the gnawing hunger of vengeance. This is the story of how I became the echo of a betrayal, a ghost in the life that was once mine. It all started with Jack, my best friend since we were kids. We shared everything, dreams, secrets, even the occasional girlfriend. But when we hit our 30s, something changed. Jack met someone new, a woman named Laura. She was beautiful, with eyes like a stormy sea, but there was something off about her, an aura of deceit. I warned Jack, but love had blinded him. Laura and I never got along. She saw me as a threat, I suppose, to her control over Jack. One night, after one too many drinks at Jack's birthday party, she whispered to me in the kitchen, her voice slithering like a snake. "You'll never see him again after tonight." I laughed it off, thinking it was the alcohol talking. The next morning, Jack was gone. His apartment was empty, his phone disconnected. Laura had vanished too. I searched. I reported him missing, but no one took it seriously. It was as if he'd never existed. Months turned into a year, and the pain of his disappearance festered into something dark within me. One day, by sheer chance, I spotted Laura. She was in a different city, different name. But those eyes, they hadn't changed. She was laughing, carefree, with another man, acting as if she'd never known Jack. I followed her, not out of love or friendship for Jack, but from a place deep within me that screamed for justice. I learned she was now Lena, living a new life, but her past was about to catch up with her. I began my plan by infiltrating her life, not as a friend, but as a neighbor. I rented an apartment in the same building under a different name, altering my appearance slightly. I watched her, learned her routines, her likes, her fears. One day I started leaving anonymous notes in her mailbox. They were cryptic at first. Betrayal has a long memory, but they grew more pointed. "Do you miss Jack?" Each note was handwritten on yellowed paper, the ink slightly smudged, giving them an eerie, timeless feel. Laura, or Lena, began to unravel. She changed her locks, installed cameras, but the notes kept appearing, even inside her locked apartment. I knew her fear would lead her back to me, to the truth she'd tried to bury. One stormy night, I made my move. I broke into her apartment while she was out, leaving evidence of Jack everywhere. His favorite book on her table, a photo of us on the wall, his old jacket hanging in her closet. When she returned, she was met with a living nightmare. I waited, hidden in the shadows of her apartment. Her scream was music to my ears, a symphony of terror and guilt. When she tried to leave, I confronted her, my voice altered, my face shadowed by a hood. "Where's Jack?" I hissed, the words slicing through the air like a blade. She couldn't speak, only sob, her facade of a new life crumbling. I explained how I knew everything, how she'd drugged Jack at his party, taken him to an old cabin, and left him there to die in the wilderness, alone and forgotten. "I am Jack's echo," I whispered, "and you will never forget him now." I left her there, broken, in the darkness of her own making, but not before ensuring she could never escape what she'd done. I had arranged for the police to find evidence linking her to Jack's disappearance, enough to start an investigation. Days later, they found Jack's body, or what was left of it, near that old cabin. Laura was arrested, her new life shattered, her past catching up with her in the most brutal manner. But here's the thing about revenge: it doesn't bring peace. It leaves you hollow, haunted by the same shadows you've cast upon others. Jack was still gone, and I was left with the weight of my actions, the echo of betrayal now a part of me. So, if you're listening to this, remember, vengeance is a dark mirror, reflecting not justice but the very darkness we seek to escape.